Hey there, kids. It's me, Oni the Unicorn. And I'm here to tell you that f***ing your dreams ain't cheap. In fact, it costs a ton of cash to do. So that's why me and the Oh No Radio Show need your help. Just go to the website displayed below and hit us up with some cash, yo. $1, $5, $1 million if you have it to spare. Any amount is appreciated. Well, I gotta go because these dreams ain't gonna fuck themselves. See ya!
No, 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 no.
No! God, please, no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
You are listening to the Oh No Radio Show. Eat a bag of dicks.
You know what I've noticed is pretty much that all animals that shed fucking suck. Hot take. That's right. We're back again on another Thursday night. Mikey B, you're looking like something's wrong. Is something wrong? Oh, you can't hear nothing? You can't... Oh, no. What's going on? Oh, dear. Oh, dearie dear. Not again. Is there an issue, Mikey B? Can you not hear a single thing? Because I can't hear you talking. You probably need to unmute your shit. Are you sure you're unmuted?
I'm 100% unmuted.
Now you're good. Now you're good. There was something wrong there.
Okay. But no, I just can't hear any other audio other than what's coming through your mic.
Oh, weird. Okay.
I couldn't hear the beginning of the show at all, so that's why when you just shouted, "Oh no," I was like, "Oh no, yeah!"
Yeah, all right. Well, yeah, my bad. I mean, all right. Sorry.
No, we're good.
Sorry if that's the case. My bad indeed on that one.
I'm great.
Supposed to have Ty here. It's another wonderful intro to the show. I'm glad this whole experiment with Twitch is working just, so perfectly.
Banging on every single cylinder right here, Owen. We're killing it right now.
So you're telling me you can't hear any of the theme song going on right now is what you're saying?
Nah, bro.
Oh, weird, because nothing's changed from last week. I mean, I got the Oh No Radio Show theme song playing in the background, but anyway, apart from that, it seems like things are working okay. Maybe Ty will end up joining us here in a little bit. Who knows?
Know.
Maybe he forgot that his phone's on and the show's going on and like what time it is and all those sorts of things. But I'm Owen. I'm the captain of your shit ship. Along with me right now is my good friend Mikey B. And
I'm here.
Yeah, you're here. Thank you for joining the party.
My camera looks beautiful right now. Ooh, I'm looking so sexy.
And maybe I guess maybe Ty will join us in a little bit.
I can see it. There's a stirring. Okay. There's a stirring amongst the cameras.
Yeah. Thank you, Ty, for maybe joining. Oh, there we go. Oh, wait a minute. Something's going on over there.
Oh boy, who is this?
Oh, is it?
Is that the tall man? Is he coming along?
Because he's got so much to do, He's such a busy man. Yeah, that I feel like, he definitely needs every minute of his time. He can't just be, ready to go like me or you.
Nope, just gotta be different. He's gotta march to the beat of his own drum.
Yeah,
always.
Sure does.
The only drum there is Ty's drum, and oh boy, it's a wonky drum. It's like 5 drums centered around one weird shaped drum.
and none of them are tuned right.
Oh, they're all off.
they're
Yeah,
all-
not a single one is good.
No, exactly. Ty, are you there?
Yeah, I forgot to unmute myself. There
Yeah,
it is.
yeah. Well, you
Or-
forgot to join
or-
the show on time is partly what you did, but
You know,
We'll start with the little facts. We'll just
Yeah.
start with the little stuff.
say
Okay.
what you will. Say what you will.
say what I will. I'll say what fucking happened. You didn't join the show when the rest of us joined the show. Like it was like, see you in 5
Oh.
minutes. And goddamn Ty's like, oh, okay, do.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
I accidentally bought hundreds. They just take a second longer. Just a second longer.
Right. Well, thank you. Thank you for doing that. I'm glad that I put all this effort every week into the show for you to just,
Into 100.
smoke your Camel 100s. Which, by the way, how's that unemployment going for you, Ty?
Yeah, it's great.
Hmm?
It's fantastic.
Yeah. Me too. I'm fully embracing unemployment lifestyle. I'm growing out the mullet, as you can kind of see. I'm deciding that shirts with sleeves are no longer for me. I feel like every
You're not doing that anymore?
Nah, I'm just done
You're
with
over it?
Just done with it. Yeah, especially in the Florida summer, I feel like time to just ditch all the sleeves. I'm up to I think 5 or 6 shirts now that have been cut and lost their sleeves. So it's like a one at a time scenario. Do you own any? Either of you? Do you own any sleeveless shirts?
I own 2 tank tops, but no sleeveless shirts.
I'm gonna tell you that it might be something you need to look into, bro.
I have tank tops already.
No. They're better
I
than
think I
tank
figured it
tops.
out with tank tops.
Nah, they're cooler than tank tops. They show your muscular physique a little bit better, you know.
Oh,
You get,
that whole muscular physique that I'm really just
look at
killing.
that bicep right there. Oh, he's talking to you. He's talking. Oh yeah.
Oh, you need me to pull it back?
Oh,
Give you a
do it.
full-
Let me see. Oh, I'm hard. I'm getting rock hard.
I'm
right
hard
now.
too. Right the fuck here, bruh. Right here.
What about
But again,
you?
I've been working for the last 16 years of my life.
True. Ty, I feel like you probably have a few sleeveless shirts. Do you not?
I'm in the same boat as Mikey. I got like 2 or 3 tank tops, but no sleeveless.
So you're both
None
tank.
that I.
You're both tankmen.
No, I don't even like to wear tank tops because
No?
they show off my side titty.
Yeah, you do have a bit of a titty problem.
I know. I got a little like a B cup titty in it.
Well,
flops
I
out
wouldn't.
on
Yeah, I
the
wouldn't
side.
call them little.
Better than being bird chested.
Dude, no, I'm ripped, dude. I'm fucking jacked. Are you kidding me? Like, dude, you not seeing these pecs? These are.
Don't mess with my bird chest.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
I bet you.
Oh,
Who's
the
the
bird chest?
Who's the hairiest of the bunch?
Uh,
Because I feel like it's me. All right, Mikey. Mikey's showing off his right now. Yeah, you got it. All right, not bad. Look at that monstrosity right there. See that?
Oh,
That's-
you definitely are hairy. Are you hairy on your shoulders?
I actually had this written down in my notes. I get not on my top of my shoulders, but I get the weird ass hairs that grow
Like little stragglers.
like yeah, one weird one like randomly.
I
You
have
got-
those.
Yeah, I get those, and I always like try and pluck them. But I always seem to miss them. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to take the. I got some new clippers, so maybe I'll take my clippers to my arms.
do some body grooming.
I'm feeling like it might be time to do some body grooming. You know, it's kind of pool season, and you know,
It would be.
It would be if well, is there still something going on? I feel like there might be still something going on. I guess there is. Feels like there
I
was-
wouldn't know. Life has continued almost near normal for me.
No, I hear you.
Working home.
I hear you.
I did get a new computer, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
I finally did that shit.
Let's talk about that for a little bit, man. Like, I'm happy for you,
Yeah.
man. Like, that's so. Talk to us through the experience because you spent a good amount of money. We won't. I don't know if you want to disclose how much you spent.
No,
but,
I don't mind.
but you
so-
ended up like finding this through what? Like you said, like you found it through like a Facebook group thing, or how did that work?
Facebook Marketplace, man.
Okay.
I had been building computers like on different websites for probably like 2 months. And ever since I guess all of this started, parts have just been like non-existent.
Yeah.
So every time I would build something, it would be like, oh, we can get you 90% of the parts there tomorrow. And one of those or two of those are on back order and the computer won't work without it.
Sure.
So you'll be on back order for however long, and now you've got all your money sunk and you can't do anything.
Yeah.
So I had been weighing out the
waiting
options.
around for those extra parts to even get the thing to fire up.
Yeah. So I had been kind of like weighing out my options of, do I just buy something pre-built from a company, or do I risk running through like Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace? And my little brother was like, dude, I just bought a computer off Facebook Marketplace the other day, saved myself a boatload of cash doing it. And it wasn't that bad. You just got to talk to the people and make sure that it's okay. So I did. And I eventually talked to a couple people, and they weren't ready to like give up for the price I was wanting, because I'm a horrible haggler. I just start at one price, and if you're not going to meet that price, all right, I'll talk to you later. I'm not doing it. So I'm not very good with the haggling. I hate confrontation. So I was like, well, I talked to this guy for like 2 or 3 days. He told me about it. I like revisited. I'm like, I'm still interested. And I offered him like $90 less than he wanted. I ended up paying $850 for an i7 platform, liquid cooled, 16 gigs of memory, a terabyte external like accessory hard drive, 240 gig solid state drive, NVIDIA 1080 graphics card. I'm pretty much sitting right on where I need to be for probably $300 to $400 less than it would have cost me to build the thing.
Yeah. So how was the whole experience of buying something like online and going to this dude's place and seeing if like it's the right move, or like, okay, how awkward was it? Because you went with your wife, right?
Yeah. So I talked to the guy. I'm like, hey, I'm just waiting for my wife to get home, but I have all the money. I'm ready. If I can come by today, as soon as she gets off, probably like 6 o'clock, that would be cool. I'd love to do that. And he's like, no, that sounds awesome. Now, from his Facebook profile, I thought it was like a 50-something-year-old man.
Okay.
Because that's who's in the profile picture. And you
turn up, right, and it's Jerome in Pine Hills, who's 18 years old, that may or may not have fallen onto this computer from,
no.
No.
I show up, and it's actually in like a nice neighborhood. It was over like...
That is key, though, too, right? Like, you judge what you're getting yourself into in these situations by, like, the neighborhood where the person lives a little bit. Like, what apartment complex am I visiting here? What side of town am I going to? Which side of the tracks am I on?
So we show up, and it's a fairly nice neighborhood. There's a shitload of people jogging in this neighborhood.
That's a good sign. That's a good sign.
It's awesome. But we show up, and like we pull past and we park, and like looked like a 17, 18-year-old kid like flag.
Oh no, Mikey, we lost you.
Mike, you muted. Oh, that was weird.
Yeah, your internet's being a little funky today, right now, Mikey. So
I got a phone call.
Oh, that's
I got a phone call.
That's so okay. So you're driving in. There's people jogging. What's going on?
Yeah, so there's people there's like a lot of people jogging. But it's like 6 o'clock in the afternoon, like whatever.
It's jog time.
We park, and like this young like 16, 17-year-old hails us and is like, hey, over here.
Okay.
And I go inside.
Male
and,
or female?
It's a dude.
Okay.
So we walk in, and he lets us in the house, and it's like him, 3 other guys his age, and like one old man, and they're all like eating dinner. So apparently I showed up like
Right
in
at
the
dinner
middle
time.
to buy this computer.
Uh-huh.
But it's like everyone just sits there very like quietly and doesn't do anything and just looks. And I like plug my phone into all the USB ports to make sure they actually all work. Like it's on and it's running. He's like, yeah, you just gotta like log in through Windows and you're good. And I'm like,
Did you do the
Oh.
thing where you ask, why are you selling it?
no, I don't give a fuck what you're selling.
Yeah,
You're
but you do,
selling it.
I kind of want to know, like, okay, if this thing's so good, whether it be a car, whether it be a computer, I kind of want to know what's the
Why am I
reasoning-
getting the-
Yeah, what's the reasoning that you're selling this piece of equipment?
I always ask. I
Yeah,
have to.
yeah.
Nope, didn't care.
Okay.
For such a deal, didn't care. Didn't even give one shit. So I was like, all right. And I reach into my pocket and pull out like $850.
Which always
And I'm
looks
like-
like so much money too when you're holding it. Like it's just
Oh, well,
like,
and like I had like rolled it up into like a little money roll.
of course
and
you did. Of course you did.
So then I whip it open and I start doing like the cool guy, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 50.
Yeah.
And I hand it to him like, you can count if you'd like. And he's like, no, we're good.
I
And
trusted
so
your counting.
and I'm like, so these 2 cords come with it, yeah? And he's like, well, the HDMI cord was mine, but all right, yeah, you can have it. And
Good.
I'm like,
all right. Yeah.
all right. And not only did I lowball you because you wanted $940 for this, I also am taking your HDMI cord because big dickin'.
I like that. I like it.
So like we get home and everything's good, and you know, thanks to you, Owen,
Oh,
now I
yeah,
have
yeah.
all the extra peripheral equipment I need to like get the full recording studio going. And
Yeah. Well.
so you can
Mhm.
you can
That's-
definitely bet there's going to be an Owen diss track here within the next couple weeks.
right. Okay. So you're gonna
Ty
do it.
diss track.
You're gonna diss track me, who gave you the shit to make the diss track. I don't know that that's.
Um,
I don't know if that's a good
The
idea.
It's a
my
great
diss track
idea.
is in response to your diss track,
Okay.
not the friendliness.
Uh-huh.
This is only in response to your
Uh-huh.
diss track.
And by the way, that shit's
Ty,
on loan.
You will also receive a diss track.
That shit's on loan.
Bring the
I
pain.
better be getting
So-
that shit back. I better have the cables coiled nicely when I get them back. I better have like there
Oh,
better
no,
be.
I
I know you, motherfucker.
got-
You're gonna try and steal the little 1/8 to 1/4 inch adapter that I gave you for the headphones. I know these tricks.
Why would I don't have everything yet. Why would I
Uh-huh.
steal it?
Yeah, no, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing.
So probably obviously the Ty diss track will come first, then just until I get all my own equipment, and then the Owen diss track.
is that what the crowd needs to be waiting for? The audience is like is dying for right now.
Bated breath
Bated breath.
For the legendary buddy.
So how long did you stay in said dude's house while you were purchasing the computer, do you think?
It was maybe like a 6-7 minute transaction total. Like I
Wow.
talked to him for a second, like checked all the USB ports, like gave it a once over, made sure the glass was all right, because it's got like a full like tempered glass like side viewing window, which I guess is what's cool in PC culture right now.
Yeah, I guess that's a thing.
I don't see why. I don't really. All the stuff inside my computer looks ugly as fuck. It's a bunch of little like circuit boards and shit. Like that's not cool.
Nah,
Like it's not
kinda
like
cool.
polished. Like it's not. I mean, the big fan I have in there is kind of cool, but
I was
you know-
wondering if like it would be one of those situations where you pull up the computer and like the cloud of like dust pops out and like none of that.
and
was,
it immediately blue screen of death. And I'm like, oh, this is why.
but it's pretty clean looking thing.
Yeah.
That's good.
No, everything's good. Everything works. I've already got like a dual monitor setup going, hardwired into the internet. Just learning how to do learning how to do some of the OBS stuff for the Twitch streams, and I did. Can I debut this right here, Owen? What I started
Please.
today?
Do it.
So yeah, I started the official Ono Gaming Facebook gaming channel. So you'll all have
Woo!
to. I'm gonna invite everybody into that.
For all you fucking nerds,
so-
there's now
for all the nerds.
there's a gaming
all
channel
the gamers.
now. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about
So-
this. Who's the worst group of people? Is it gaming nerds or wrestling nerds? Because I'm gonna have my wrestling nerds beat up your gaming nerds. That's what I'm feeling like. That's gonna happen.
Probably the wrestling nerds, because you get a lot of like wrestling nerds that are kind of like rednecky, but they just happen to be super wrestling fans.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like you get a lot of super rednecky nerds. Maybe James Towsley. He's a little rednecky.
Our
in
buddy
nerds.
Kyle Deuce, Happy Hour with Johnny and Deuce. He's Mr. Polk County, and that motherfucker is he's a
Ooh.
gaming nerd. So I feel like it does exist. I feel like it's out there.
Well, then I need to find these redneck gamers and get them excited. I want to see what they're gaming about. I want
Yeah.
to know what they play, and then I want to play that and whoop their ass,
Nah,
because that's what will happen.
fair enough. I hear what you're saying. I did want to talk a little bit about something that I mentioned at the top of the show, and that's that I feel like any creature that sheds its skin is gross. I don't want anything to do with snakes, which is a given. Like, I'm not a fan of snakes, never been. I'm not a fan of tarantulas. They shed their skin. They're fucking gross. Don't like that. And today I saw a lizard in my yard, and it's like, we got lizards. We live in Florida. The lizards are fucking everywhere, right? You can't do anything about lizards. They're just
Anals aplenty.
Anals aplenty. That's right. And those are the good ones, I think, too. But no, like, I saw one of those ugly, gross, like, brown ones, and it was just like shedding, and it had all this fucking like scabby looking things like falling off itself. And I was like, yeah, I don't know that there's any good animal that exists on the planet that sheds. Name me one. Name me one. Because we already went through snakes. Fuck snakes. We already went through tarantulas. Fuck tarantulas. Lizards. I thought they were cool, but now I'm seeing them and I'm looking at them and I'm like, you're gross too. I don't like you.
I mean, we shed technically.
Nah,
We
but
do.
not like that. I don't. Well, if you shed like that, you're fucking gross too.
I am a lizard.
Yeah, this man's a lizard right here.
Yeah. So how do you
he
feel
do
about
shed.
what I'm saying to you right now, Ty?
Yeah.
Is it bothering you?
It's mildly offensive, but humans have been this way for a long time.
It's true. It's true. I don't know. I can't. I'm struggling to find, apart from you, Ty, which I'll give you a pass. I'm struggling to find any animal in the in the world that's a good shedder. If you people out there, if you feel like a good animal.
So you're talking like full skin shed, not like a dog does shed or a cat shed.
Yeah, no, that's different. That's different. I'm talking about like,
Okay, you're talking like a full skin,
full on, like if you get rid of every bit of your skin and you grow a new one, I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't want anything to do with you.
And so snakes and like most lizards, they're all out, right?
All out,
They're
completely
pretty much
out.
gone.
Completely out.
What about tarantulas? How you feel about tarantulas?
I already said tarantulas fucking garbage. I don't want anything. They're gross. They're
fuck.
creepy as shit. Like if you're a person that keeps tarantulas as a pet, I don't like you. I don't want.
Oh wow,
No, I don't want.
hard stance.
No, I don't like
No
them.
tarantula people.
No, fuck tarantula people. I knew a guy that had like 18 of them, and he had them in like his little like spare
That's too
bedroom
much.
on shelves, and they all live in their little containers of fucking little tarantulas, and like that person,
That's entirely too many tarantulas. though.
Yeah.
like that's
You know what
I feel like that's a
you know what the most amount of tarantulas that you can have and be normal is? 0.
A big old zero.
You're a fucking
About
weirdo.
this many tarantulas?
Yeah, about zero. Like, I'll give you, maybe you're allowed to have one for experimental purposes. But you're not allowed to have...
Is the experiment like, do I want to have a tarantula?
I think that's
about the scope of the experiment.
I would do things weird though. If I had a tarantula, I'd be like,
oh, don't talk about abusing animals, Owen.
Well, I would see like, hey, does he like hot sauce? Does he like Listerine? I would do little tests just to see.
Well, he loves tasty food and having fresh breath, so maybe.
I don't know. Oh, shout out to Glenn Weber, our Canadian friend. He's in the chat room.
Oh,
love hearing
Canadian
from Glenn.
Weber.
Oh man, I miss Glenn. He used to call into the show every once in a while. He's a longtime Orlando podcast listener. He's one of my favorite dudes. He's always been super sweet about listening to the show, and yeah, he's been a big fan of us for years upon years. I don't know if I want to say big fan, but
Glenn,
but he's been at least sort of a
parents' lawn. Ty's parents' lawn is so perfectly manicured.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Because the amount of time Ty spends on it, so he can be like, "I just mowed the lawn again."
I feel like, yeah. How many times have you mowed the lawn
Fear
this
me,
week,
Dad.
Ty? How many times? What's going on with the lawn?
I got back from Florida and the mower didn't work.
No.
So, yeah, we had a neighbor
parents
mower
are trying to-
That's your only escape. That's your only escape in life is the mower.
The mower.
I'm a little upset. I'm not gonna lie.
So what has Ty been doing up in Wisconsin?
Maybe they were
with
sending
all
you
his
a
free
message.
I'm giving up on everything, really.
Giving up on life.
Just kind of laying around in general, to the left, to the right.
Yeah. Which one do you like?
Yeah.
Which one do you like the most, left or right?
Mostly to the right.
Mostly?
Mostly.
Okay.
But not all the time.
Is that because the TV's in that direction?
No, the TV's right in front of me. In fact,
Oh.
this is my spot here. Look at this shit. Here's where I'm laying all the time.
That's Ty's life right there.
I do have
Yes.
gangster Darth Vader over here, which
Oh, that's cool.
me and him go
Oh.
back and forth and talk about some shit that's on the real.
Is that that's your only friend right now, isn't it?
Yeah,
He's
well,
got like a
the
poofy
closest.
tangle.
Closest friend.
Do your mom and dad ever come and check on you and they're like, hey buddy,
Yeah, just make. Do you want a cheese sandwich?
sort of,
you still
sort of,
there?
kind of.
It doesn't smell
little
yet,
bit.
so we're gonna assume you're still among the living.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Do you ever get unreasonably angry at stuff like that you shouldn't do? Because the other day, I was. I mean, this is a common theme in my life, pretty much. But the other day, I was, sitting on my porch, as I'm apt to do, and it was a particularly hot day, as it's apt to be in Florida. And I was drinking a fine beverage, as again I'm apt to do. And every time I picked up the beverage, I was getting very angry at the fact that my coaster was sticking to my can. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, fuck coasters, fuck them always trying to stick to my can. And I got really mad, and I don't know why, but it was just like, you know what? I'm over this. I'm over coasters at the moment. You ever get that way?
I have always, I guess, been lucky because I've seen a couple people do that thing where they leave their drink on the coaster for a little while and pick it up, and then it like hangs for a second. And then drops and like shatters their glass top.
It's the worst. It's fucking awful.
That, because isn't that what took out your last table, Owen? Basically.
No, more or less. Like, yeah, I literally just set my drink down on the table, and it decided that it was done. Like it was like it had enough.
The day.
Today's the day, and then it crumpled into a million pieces of shard glass. That happens, but no, I just get really angry at this whole coaster situation. And it can happen indoors, it can happen outdoors, it can happen with a koozie, without a koozie, it can happen with a can, it can happen with a bottle. It's there needs to be a coaster redesign and a reinvention, and I'm sticking to it. That's something that needs to happen.
This is the hill.
Dude, these are the
is the
things.
hill.
These are the things, bro. Like, this is what this show's all about. The important stuff that needs to be discussed that no one else has the balls, the intestinal fortitude to discuss.
All right, so I guess I'll say first of all, as long as you don't have wooden bullshit furniture that's not varnished properly, you don't need a coaster.
Hey, you always need a coaster.
No, that's Big Coaster. They've been lying to you for your entire life, telling you that they're a necessity.
I don't agree with
They're
you
not.
much, Mikey, but this is one of those
They're not.
things that I agree with you completely on.
I
There's
think
certain things
Big
that-
Coaster has wiggled their way so pervasively into all of our lives that we all believe now that we don't have wooden furniture anymore. A lot of your furniture is just some composite material, or it's plastic, or it's some countertop that isn't going to leave a ring. All you have to do is wipe off that little condensation thing, and you're good. All you need to do is keep a towel around.
But there's
basically.
a constant wiping scenario if you're doing that. Though.
So the fuck what? You're cleaning up after yourself. You just existed in this little space where you had a drink that sweat. You wipe it down, you're good. It takes 1 second. You guys are arguing over a second that you were gonna waste touching your wiener or something.
Ty needs that second. Ty needs.
So to what? Lay depressed in his bed
and mow the lawn.
Extra time.
How's the lawn gonna mow itself for the 13th time today? Like it needs. It clearly needs a little bit of extra care, and God damn it!
It's all true. It's very true.
I'm also kind of a koozie man. I like a good koozie, and for the most part, for the most part, I think the koozies do a good job at preventing the coaster stick. Occasionally, it will happen if you get the right coaster with the right koozie. Like, it can happen. But
you ever wonder who owns koozies?
Big Coaster. This big
America.
coaster.
Big Coaster. Here, so you need to double protect your beverage or your furniture from rings by additionally putting a koozie on it and then setting it on a coaster? What the no.
Yeah, man.
Big Coaster got you 2 times, Owen.
You might be right. You might be right. I feel like honestly, the biggest problem that I have with the koozies is that they constantly smell like shit. Like I'll forget to wash them, and like now I got moldy coaster hands because it's a constant battle, Mikey. Like, these are the problems that we face at this
Welcome
day
to
and age.
Owen's first world problems. Please call in and tell us your first world problem. Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just over it. I'm over the coaster situation, and I'm gonna be fighting this fight for as long as I can fight it.
Listen, I'm 100% team no koozie, no coaster.
That's a bold statement, though, man. Like that, you're living dangerously with no coaster, no koozie.
I don't need 20 minutes to drink a beer. I can drink a beer in like 3 minutes, and it won't even get.
We know that. We know that, Mikey. We know.
It won't even get warm. I'll do it right now.
Glenn Weber says that not using a coaster and leaving a puddle on a counter of a table, then accidentally leaning on it sucks. He's pro coaster. Glenn Weber,
Be
pro coaster.
self-aware, Glenn Weber. Open your fucking eyes for a moment and be self-aware.
I'm with him. You
guys are all rubes.
I just think there
Rubes
needs to be
in a game.
There needs to be a coaster redesign in the future. We need to figure it out and move forward with the new coaster technology. It needs to happen.
Why don't you just talk to your homeboy, Big Coaster? I'm sure he'll get right on that. He'll make you a new non-stink koozie while he's at it too.
Big Coaster does sound like a great rapper's name. Big Coaster.
I am Big Coaster. Okay, if anyone is the rapper Big Coaster, it's
probably me. Yeah, you're right.
I've been cruising for a long time.
We do have
Big
to.
toaster.
We do have to like kind of address our buddy too, Tom, who does a lot of the graphics work, a lot of the clips work that we do on the Ono Radio Show. Our good friend Tom may or may not be Ronified.
Oh,
What?
little Rona.
Mm-hmm. He said he
Well,
told
I
he
hope he's
said,
all right.
yeah, no, I do too. I'm not trying to beat around the bush and be an asshole here, but I do want to give him a shout out because he's been in bed for like the last few days. You know as well as me, Ty, that Tom is one of these people. He's a go-getter. He's up early in the morning. He doesn't sleep in. He's always kind of trying to stay busy and do things and like.
Dude puts in work.
Dude puts in work. So when I didn't hear from him for a couple of days, I'm like, oh wow, that's kind of weird. And then straight up, like today, excuse me. Oh, maybe I got it too.
Wow.
Oh wow, bless me. And but yeah, motherfucker is apparently been in bed for the last few days and went and he got a Rona test today. So we'll see if that comes back. Maybe we'll have our first congratulatory oh no Rona case. Oh no, the El Rona, the El Rona,
The Rona, no, the Rona virus.
the El Rona virus.
The Rona virus.
Sorry,
Oh,
if he
fuck.
dies, we're fucked. Like I can't post this episode, I guess. But I hope he's okay. So I just did want to give him a shout out and make
T-Man.
yeah, and just know that we're sending him our love. At the beginning of this show, it's almost time that we do a thing that we do. But at the beginning of this show, Mikey, you said you were having issues hearing my audio that I was playing. So I want to do a little test just to make sure that we're okay. Tell me if you hear this obnoxious music right now. Nothing, huh? Neither of you.
No.
Oh,
Weird.
it sounds so good. It's so annoying. Nope, still nothing.
Nothing, huh? You're not hearing it. That's weird. Why would that be the case? Huh. All right.
I am literally doing nothing different.
Yeah, and I'm not either, which obviously means that you guys wouldn't be able to hear clips, as a matter of fact. So that's an issue. Let me maybe try a couple of the different things here. See
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
A little bit of that. See
Sprinkle
if we
in.
can't. See if we can't rectify the problem here. Doodle-doop. Doodle-doop-doop-doop-doo. It's a bummer. We had it all set up. It was working great the last couple of weeks. Well, great for us.
One of those, I believe they call these one of those bummer summer situations.
Yeah. It's a cruel, cruel summer.
Cruel summer.
Remember that song? That's a good song. All right.
What's a good song?
Yeah. Let's see. Can you hear this? All right. What? No. It's the oh
I heard like a.
no. Nothing, huh? You're not hearing any musics. All
Definitely no
right.
music.
Well, that's fucking interesting. I wonder why that would be the case. Maybe.
Why?
Yeah. That's really kind of bizarre.
Why? Oh, why?
Again, like, why would it change? You know? Oh shit! Oh, I know why. Okay.
That's
There
why.
it is. He got it. Owen found it out.
I think so. I think you guys are probably hearing me through my laptop.
That would make sense because you sound kind of weird.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense then. You know,
I wasn't gonna give you shit, but
no.
You sound distant.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it obviously
Considering
you
you're
said-
up on.
now it makes a lot
Considering
of
he's
sense.
up on the mic.
Yeah.
he sounds like a laptop, not like a mic.
All right. Well, let me go.
He sounded like a mic.
Thankfully, the audience on Twitch will be hearing, I think, my actual microphone. But let me see if I can get the interface working here real quick.
You know, can I give a quick shout out to Jersey Mike's for no good reason at all?
Please.
Like, it's been a while, Jersey Mike's.
I
Like,
haven't
I'm
had
not
Jersey-
a frequenter,
yeah,
if you
that's been-
will, of
yeah.
this establishment. But
Been a good couple of years since I've had
tonight's
some
sub
Jersey.
was delicious.
What'd you get? Did you get the wait? Is it the Big John?
Big Kahuna, the Big
Alright.
Kahuna cheesesteak, man.
All right, that's cool. That's cool.
It's my jam. It has been a while.
Has the audio changed at all for you guys? Does it sound any different?
Indeed. Yeah.
Okay, I think we might have fixed the issue there. Let's see if you can hear this. Oh, no, that's just the computer being stupid. Oh,
Yep.
we're running on all cylinders right now, aren't we? Firing, baby. Firing. I used to get really mad when this happened. Now I don't even really care. Now it's just, well, you get what you get, you fucking, you dicks. All right.
Now you should get mad. Now you sound like an audio fart.
I know.
What's happening?
Basically, my computer's freezing up. It's like too much at once because I changed like an audio input device, and now it's. Oh! You hear dancey dance music? You hear dancey dance music? All right. Now we're talking. It seems like we're back on track a little bit.
Kind of. You are going robot. You're
Oh,
like,
I'm going robot now?
You're like bionic robot.
Bionic robot man? Okay. Fuck.
I kind of like it in a way.
No, we can't do bionic robot man for the whole thing. Let me try. Fuck.
Classic. Oh no.
Yeah. You know what we'll do? We'll end the call right quick. We'll take a very small break. Don't go out smoking hundreds. God damn it. And we'll be right back after this because I'm gonna restart the call and